Okay, onto the tires now. Mounting them to the wheels. This guy wasn't very nice, but it's okay. I'll show you how we do it anyway. If we would have taken old tires off, we would have taken these rings and beadlocks all apart. All kinds of mud caked in here. All kinds of mud caked in there. Don't want that. Can't have that. So, that's how we get it out of the rings. Throw them down flat, come out clean. This, on the other hand, we take a wire brush to it. As soon as I do that, I'm going to show you how to get the tire on. Alrighty. Took the wire brush, got them cleaned pretty good ways out. That's good. That's what we want. We want them clean. Don't want any dirt in them anywhere. That ring will now seat really well on that. Let's do the tire. As you just saw, I sprayed a whole bunch of silicone, or whatever you want to use, dish soap, whatever. I got all kinds of silicone here. I just spray it on the wheel and on the tire. Now here comes the part that everybody loves to watch. Mounting. Not what I wanted though, but there we go. It's mounted. Now, put the bead ring on. Alright, now I've got the ring on. Before I put the ring on, I sprayed the bead of the tire and the ring with silicone. Let everything squeeze together. Also, before I put any of the bolts in, I put never seize on all the bolts. Like I've said before, anything that plans on coming out again at some point in time, I put never seize on. I don't like for stuff to get all stuck together. Now, this is the part that scares a lot of people. Big ol' impact to put these little bolts in. Oh well. Makes it easy. Close the gap up. It's ready to air up. Put air in it. We're going to pop the bead on. Now, as you guys saw me with the impact go around there, I went around to every single bolt like 3 times before you heard the impact actually kicking in. But I want you to know that, because if you try to just take one screw, one bolt, and go all the way down, you will break your ring. You can't do that. You got to just take them little by little all the way around. That's why it's a lot faster to do it with an impact. I still see some guys out there with torque wrenches, torquing them to whatever foot-pounds it is that Hyper has you do it, but 6 years of running Hyper, 6 years now? 7 years now of working with Hypers, I've never used a torque wrench. I've always used a impact, and I've never had a problem. So it comes with feel. You got to be able to feel it. You got to feel when the bolt starts getting a little bit snug. If it does, you're cross-threading it, and you may have already screwed up. So got to be real careful and keep an eye on everything yourself. And that's about it. If you want, real quick, I'll pop this bead on and show you that too. Hang on. Alright, here we go. We're going to leave the tire flat on the ground. Got the air. Fill it up. I can feel it already popped. So I'm going to put a little bit more in it. Stop right there. Now take the valve stem out, the core. Do not move it while the air is coming out of the tires. If you move it while the air is coming out of the tires, the tire balls might move. They do that, you get big lumps. That's no fun. There you are. She's ready to be bolted on the quad and go. So I hope that helps you guys out a little bit, especially if you're first timers, or if you just want a different way of doing it. Maybe I do it different than a lot of people you've seen or a lot of people you've asked. That's fine. Everybody has their own way. This way's worked for me for many years. I'm going to keep doing it. But also remember, on front tires, these Razor 2s are directional. Make sure when you put your other one on, it's going the opposite way of this one, so you don't get goofy looking tires. As far as the rears go, especially on dual beadlock rear hypers, real easy. The tires actually slide on easier than you saw me just do this one. But then on the back side, you got to get some tire irons, pop them out, so you get the bead of the tire. The entire wheel has to be on the inside of the tire. Then you put your bead locks on, your beads. For single beadlock rears, like a lot of your Douglas or even some of your Hyper 9x8 wheels, more than likely you're going to have to get some great big threaded extensions. That so you can run your, about 3 or 4 of them. You run your beadlock ring down, and then you'll be able to get the bolts to hit the holes in the wheel. Because on single beadlocks, you got almost 1.5 inches, 2 inches gap between the bead ring and the wheel itself. So, hope you enjoyed it, guys. Rate this video, do whatever you want.